Hi, this is Jeff. Welcome back. The first thing I want to do is thank all of you who've encouraged me to continue on and to do these sorts of things. Up till now, I've been talking about the book of Daniel and how from 600 BC, God, through Daniel the prophet, or through one of his angels, Gabriel specifically, has given us, from 600 BC, let me say that again, the history of the world all the way up to where we are now, or when we are. It even tells us of the next event that's going to come, and that's going to be this Antichrist. He's on his way. So we are after the days of European colonization. We're still living in that fourth beast that did this. Colonies have been returned, but the fourth beast, European world powers, including the United States, it's the Western culture that dominates the scene of the world right now. It's very powerfully influencing the rest of the world. So this is when we are. We're in the beast still, waiting for the new world leader to come along, which the world's going to love, that rejects the Bible. They say it's just an old book written by men to control people. In the meantime, they're following another way of controlling people. And I would rather be controlled by God than by what this world's going to come up with. Today, what I'm going to talk about is Jesus is God, proven both alphabetically and mathematically. And the story of this is very interesting because this is a personal thing with me. I asked God, I was sitting here with my Bible open all by myself, and I said, Lord God, if you're real, I want you to show me that you're real right now from your word. And I got more specific. I said, I'm not very smart. I don't know a whole lot about Hebrew or Greek. I want you to do it with the English Bible. Because you see, I understand that there is a Bible code out there that goes into the Hebrew and that sort of thing. I told God I'm not that smart. I'm also knowing that God used this English Bible to reach the world back in the world missionary movement. William Carey English, called the father of modern missions back in the 1800s. He went to India. So I said English. Then I further defined it. I said, okay, let's make this as simple as possible. Let's just look at the names of the writers of the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I could go into a story about this. It is amazing. It's amazing how minute God has done what he's done, and it keeps on going. It keeps on going. He's just as minute. I mean, you look in a microscope, beyond the microscope. What we have now, we can see things that are so small, and they keep getting smaller. Infinite. You look up into space, it's infinite. And what is God? Is God infinite? Yes. So why would he not create something that's infinite? And when he created it in a trinity, right? Time, space, and matter, right? It all reflects God, the God of the Bible, not other gods. I don't know who those guys are. I know the God of the Bible. So this is what God did. This is what he showed me over a period of time, actually. This didn't all happen overnight. But I did come out with this simple formula to prove that Jesus is God, both mathematically and alphabetically, which makes sense because he says, I'm the first and the last. He says, I am the Alpha and the Omega. Okay? This is great stuff. Love the Lord. Let me erase this and I'll show you how this thing works. Okay? It only works in the English language, so the critics can come out and point that and say, oh, you can only do that in English. Well, guess what? I told God to do this in English, so go away. He answered my prayer. He did this in English. Okay, God proved Jesus is God. Jesus. All right? Alphabetically, Jesus, J-E-S-U-S. J equals 10, it's the 10th letter of the alphabet. E equals 5, it's the 5th letter of the alphabet. S equals 19. U equals, 21. And S equals 19. All right? 0 plus 5 is 5. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 9 equals 24. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7, right? There you go. Jesus is God. What do you think? Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. Maybe it's not enough for you. Okay, let me take it to the next step. What's the 7th letter of the alphabet? What's the 4th letter of the alphabet? GD. God. But GD is not enough for you. Okay. Well, you have a G and a D and nothing in between. Well, we have a numerical symbol for nothing. Have a good day. you.